I know, we just did one of these a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to do another hollow form and we're going to carve it out. I really want to do this. I had this idea to do a female form and it would be on both sides. So I'm going to do basically the same thing. I'm going to put this on the lathe, carve grooves in it so I can see everything, get the wall thickness even. So what I'm going to do with this one though is I'm just going to basically come up like a cylinder and then flare it out at the top, and their arms will be holding that ring. And this is a piece of maple. It's 5.5 inches in diameter and 12 inches long, but I do have some cracks up right here on the top, so I'm going to end up taking off. I need that solid wood, so I'm going to take off a couple inches up there. But let me get this chucked up on the lathe and we'll get to work. Help support the companies that support our community. got the wall thickness even all the way down. So what I did is I just sketched these out. It's just a rough sketch, but I'm going to stay away from this when I'm cutting out with the little air saw there. But that's going to be the shape, and I did one on the other side too. So these arms will come up and they'll stop right there, and I won't have to try and make little hands, because hands are really hard. All right, so I'm gonna take the air saw in here, come in here and cut out this material here. I'm gonna drill in with a Forstner bit, a couple little spots there, because I'm gonna leave the lip about like this. Just go around it right now. So, well, we'll get it closer than that. So this is gonna be gone, and all of this is gonna be gone. All we're gonna have left is the base, the woman on each side, and the little ring there. So get rid of that too. All right, I'll get that air saw set up and we'll get to work. I did have a crack here in it, so I filled that in with CA. So, and it's just clear CA. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tape this, the lip, all the way around here with tape, so that the vibration doesn't pop that loose. Got it pretty close. I don't want to get it too thin. I just getting scared when it gets pretty thin. But I'm going to start out with this little rotary tool. Just has a straight, it's a spiral bit on it. I'm not sure. I think I probably got it at Home Depot or something. It works really well for this. You just hold on to it, support your hand with it. It runs a nice and smooth. It doesn't catch very much. So all I'm going to do is go around and get as pretty close to the lines as I can, and then I will switch over to 80 grit sandpaper, and it will clean it up really fast. I left it kind of thick too, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to round over all of the edges, so it gives it a little bit of a shape, so it's not just flat, and that's why I left it thick. I left it up here a little bit thicker than down here, but it's all good. I will get it all evened out. Whoa, don't go anywhere yet. I know everybody drops off at the end of the video as soon as I start talking, but hang on, I have important stuff to say. All right. First of all, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Hope everybody has a wonderful, safe holiday season. The vase here. If you're going to make one of these, I have a couple of tips for you. All right, the size is 5.5, so I hardly took any off of the diameter of it. It's 8.5 inches tall. If you're going to make one of these, I would bring the arms up a little bit taller. So at least another probably 1 inch. That way you have room to sand in there. It was a giant pain, and it just little strips of sandpaper trying to smooth all those saw marks out. Definitely make it a little bit taller. And the other thing is too, in the video when I first started cutting on it, I forgot to bring the tailstock up. Bring that tailstock up with some sort of little pressure against it, so when it vibrates. And I would have drilled these out first with the Forstner bit before I started carving on the rest of it. So just kind of work your way from the top back. It will make it much easier, because these are the only two pieces that are holding that thing on there. And once it starts vibrating with that saw, it gets a little scary. But anyway, it was a fun project. I've never done one of these before, never done a silhouette piece like this. And with the air saw, be careful. You're cutting at an angle in there like this, and I don't know how well you can see it, but I cut into her arm right there, and there's no way I can sand it out. It goes in too deep. It would just be like a olive oil arm when I was done. But really, really fun. I like the way it came out. I just took the pad here, sanded up the bottom a little bit, and then hand sanded it and put some oil on it. It's a fun one. Again, it's out of maple. All right. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday season and be safe. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit like. I really appreciate it. All right. Until next time, take care.